I never imagined I'd be posting on Reddit, but here we are. I've spent most of my 64 years being the type of person who swallows her hurt and keeps the peace, even when others trample all over her dignity. But something broke this Thanksgiving, and I still don't know if it was me, or if it was the illusion I'd spent years holding on to. My name is June. I'm a widow, retired teacher, and mother to one son, Adam, 36 male. Adam is my world. He was born after 6 miscarriages, a decade of failed fertility treatments, and the devastation of believing I'd never be a mother. When he finally arrived, I poured everything I had into him. Every scraped knee, every school recital, every heartbreak. I was there. I was always there. When my husband Peter died 10 years ago, Adam was my anchor. He moved back in with me for a while. We grieved together. We healed together. He was thoughtful, helpful, and supportive. Even as he got older and busier with life, he still visited weekly, called me when he had news, good or bad, and always brought me a coffee when he came over. That boy was my heart walking around outside my body. Then came Melissa. Melissa, 31 female. Now my daughter-in-law, swept into Adam's life like a tidal wave. Gorgeous, stylish, and painfully blunt. She worked in PR and had a way of making you feel like you were either lucky to be in her presence or not worth her time. When Adam first brought her home, I made my signature roast chicken, set the table with the good china, even wore makeup for the first time in years. Melissa looked around, smiled faintly, and said, "This place is so vintage." I laughed, thinking she meant it as a compliment. She didn't. From the start, I felt like a guest in my own son's life. She had opinions about everything, how I talked, how I dressed, even the way I made tea. Adam changed around her. He became quieter with me, more cautious and cold. Where he used to call me for advice, he now texted, "Busy, we'll call later," and never did. He still loved me, I believed that, but he began to orbit her like she was the sun, and he was afraid to get burned. The wedding was a turning point. I was told, not asked, what to wear. I was seated at a table with Melissa's distant cousins instead of Adam's family. I wasn't invited to the bridal shower because it was just for girls she was close to. Still, I paid for half the catering, bought them their dream espresso machine, and smiled through the whole thing. Because that's what moms do, right?